YouTube, Chris here from High Island DIY. Today we're going to be taking a look at a small survival / camp stove that uses solid fuel tablets. This is Ultimate Survival Technologies folding stove. They sell these at Walmart. This brand carries a lot of stuff at Walmart and it's very reasonably priced, so I wanted to do a review, see how they work. I've never used a solid fuel stove before, so this will be an unbiased opinion. This was only, I think, $4.98, $5. It comes with tablets inside. Each cube is supposed to burn for 18 minutes, so I'm going to see if one cube is enough to boil a quart of water, or if we have to use more than one of the tablets. So we'll open it up and see what's inside. Alright, here's the box. Open it up. Here's how it comes. Unfold it. Here's the package of tablets inside. Okay, inside of there, they're wrapped again. Open that up. We'll put one cube in the center. The pot I'm going to be using to boil water in is also made by Ultimate Survival Technology. So I'm going to put that on top before I light it. I'm going to pour 1 quart of water in it. Okay. Now I'll light it. I've just got regular kitchen matches. I'm going to go underneath the stove, see if it'll light that way. I've never lit one of these tablets before, so I'm not quite sure how they light, how easy or how fast. It's about 35 degrees out here right now, so this will be a good test of it. It's not 100 degrees outside. It's not lighting from the bottom, so I'm going to lay the matches on top of it, the tablet, see if we'll go that way. It didn't seem to want to light from underneath, so I'm going to take the pot of water off the top and set it aside to see if we can get it going. Like I said, I've never used these before. I've never lit one of these solid fuel tablets on fire before. I would think they would make them pretty easy to light. Okay, I think it's actually going now on the side. Lay the matches on top just to make sure it's going. Now I'm going to put the water on top, and I'll probably time-lapse this to see how long it actually takes to boil the water, so you don't have to sit here for 15-20 minutes waiting to see. It's only been about 2 minutes and the tablet's going really good. There's actually some steam starting to come off the top of the water, but it is only around 30 degrees out, so it's not hard to get steam to come off. I'll continue to let it burn, and we'll see how long it takes for that water to start boiling. It's been about 5 minutes so far, so I'm just going to check the temperature of the water, see what kind of progress we're making. It's definitely throwing off quite a bit of heat. Looks like we're at 97 degrees. This was cold water right out of the tap, so I'm sure it'll take a while to heat up. I'm not quite sure if one tablet's going to do it. The tablet underneath is starting to look pretty small, so I'm guessing one tablet's not going to be enough to boil a quart of water. Maybe if we had a really shallow pan, or if I'd only put 6 ounces or something, maybe I would have boiled it with one tablet. But if you're going to make a fire to boil water, you're going to want to boil as much as you can at one time to conserve your fuel. And so you have to do it less times. If you're in a survival situation, you don't want to stop to boil water half a dozen times a day. You want to be able to boil a large enough quantity at one time to get you through. So I'll continue to let this burn and keep the camera on it so you guys can see what happens. Alright guys, it looks like that tablet is just about burned out underneath there. It hasn't even been 10 minutes. So the claim on the box of one tablet burning 18 minutes, I can't see that being possible. Maybe if you're in a warm environment with no wind, maybe it burns longer, but there's not much of a breeze out here today. Less than 10 miles an hour for sure. And it is 35 degrees, 35 degrees outside, so maybe that makes a difference. But I'm going to put 2 tablets in there this time, and I'll start over with fresh water, and we'll see if 2 tablets will get us to boil. Alright, so 1 tablet didn't get us to a boil. I'm going to try 2 tablets this time. I don't know if you should stack them up or lay them on top of each other, or I'm going to put them side by side and see how that works. See if we can get them to light good. Try to light them both around the same time. Maybe the heat of 2 tablets will make the water boil faster. Okay, I think both tablets are lit. Pot on top. And I did dump this out. We're starting with fresh tap water. This is out of the spigot on the outside of the house, so I'm guessing the temperature is probably around 40 degrees for the water. Alright. Fresh water, 2 tablets. Put a time lapse on this one also. Hopefully this will get us to boil. Otherwise, I guess we'll try 3 tablets. I did also want to mention that these tablets give off a very odd aroma when they're burning. It's definitely kind of like an ammonia smell or urine smell. Definitely not very pleasant, but I don't think it's toxic. It doesn't say anything on the box that it's not safe to use indoors or that you have to use it in a well-ventilated area, but it does give off an unpleasant odor. They do throw quite a bit of heat off though. If you had to use it as an emergency heat source, I think it would work pretty well. Another thing I think these tablets would be good for is starting a fire in wet conditions. If all you had was wet twigs or grass and you couldn't get them to catch fire, I think it'd be pretty easy to set one of these tablets in, light the tablet on fire, and since it burns for a while, you can use that to dry out your kindling to get your fire started. So not only can you use it for a cooking source, but I think as an emergency fire starter or emergency fire fuel in wet conditions, I think they'd work really well. Alright, it's been less than 10 minutes again, and those tablets are just about out. And the water temperature is around 130 degrees, so we're still a long way from that boiling point to be safe to drink if this was a survival situation that you needed to purify your water. You can see the last of the flames are dying out down there. So what I'm going to do is try 4 fuel tablets. It comes with 8, 4 wrapped individually. So I'm going to try putting 4 of them in there and seeing if the heat from 4 tablets will boil the water. We are still a very long way off from the 18-minute burn time that the package claims. Empty out the remnants of the old one. Again, we're starting with an empty pot. Now the pot is slightly warmed up from the other attempts, but the water is fresh right out of the faucet. Okay, so there we have all 4 tablets laid in there. I'll light it. My fingers are getting numb. It's cold out here. I'm gonna set them right on top. Hopefully it'll light kind of from the center and burn all of them. And my matches went out. Alright, I think I'm going to grab a lighter to make this easier since it is a little bit breezy out here. Alright, I've got a barbecue lighter here. Let's see if we can get it going with that. Like I said, they're not the easiest things to light. You would think they would make them easier to light, but maybe then that would, if they're too easy to light, maybe they would burn a lot faster. I think I see a small flame there. Alright, I see a flame, so I'm going to go ahead and place our pot on top, fill it up with cold water. And we'll leave that go. Hopefully with 4 tablets we'll get the water to boil. I'm going to place a lid on top of this to try to capture some of the heat. Hopefully that'll help us get to our boiling. Maybe I should have covered it originally. Maybe we would have had better luck. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes since we lit those 4 tablets, and the tablets are already looking pretty small. The burn time is way off from the package. According to the package, each cube is supposed to burn approximately 18 minutes. This is 4 cubes, 5 minutes of burn time, and there's not much left of them. I'm going to check the temperature of the water. See what temperature we're at. And this is with the cover this time. Here, I left this turned on. It's 31 out here right now. Put it in the water. See what temperature we're sitting at. I've got 111 degrees. And that's almost all the way down to the bottom. I'm not touching the bottom of the pot. But 112, 112.5. That's 5 minutes. We're gonna leave it keep burning and see if we can get it to a boil. Otherwise, this product, in my opinion, is a complete fail. Hopefully it won't be. Hopefully it'll prove itself. I think it's already very mispackaged. It does not burn 18 minutes per cube. I think maybe they should put 5 minutes a cube on their packaging. Okay, so we've reached the 10-minute mark, and I'm quite surprised that those tablets are still burning. They seem to kind of go down and then flare back up and go down and flare back up, so I'm guessing they're ending the burn pretty soon here. Again, this is 4 tablets. They've been burning for 10 minutes, starting with water around 40 degrees. We'll see what temperature we're at. I can see it's not boiling, but there is some bubbles starting to form on the bottom. 178, 180, 182, just off the bottom, about a 1/4 inch, 182 degrees. So we're getting closer to the boiling. Again, it's been 10 minutes. Put the cover back on, and hopefully by the time those tablets are burned out, we'll have reached our boiling point for the water. Alright, so you can see that the tablets have burned themselves out now. It's been just under 15 minutes, and we did not reach a boil for the water. It is warm, so maybe you could make some tea, I guess. We'll check the temperature one last time here. 190. 190. 189.8. So right around 190. That was just under a 15-minute burn time for those 4 tablets, which are supposed to burn 18 minutes each. It failed to boil the water. Maybe if you had a smaller quantity of water, it would have boiled. Maybe if you were inside in an 80-degree room, starting with 70-degree room temperature water, maybe you could have got it to boil. I doubt it. In my opinion, it's a complete failure. The design of the stove seems pretty good. It cools down fast. You can see the 4 tablets there. The design of the stove, I think, is really nice. It folds up really compact. The tablet's stored inside of it. Really nice compact design. I was really hoping this was going to work. Maybe with a different brand of tablets, maybe these are low quality, maybe you can get higher quality ones. Maybe it would succeed. But when you say that something is survival gear or an emergency gear and it fails to perform, in my opinion, that's putting people's lives at risk. Because if you were in a survival situation where you needed to use this to boil your water and it failed, that could potentially be life-threatening. So in my opinion, big fail. Would not recommend this product. I had a choice between buying a Sterno can stove and this, and they were both the same price. Of course, the Sterno can one did not come with any cans of fuel, and that's the reason I bought this one, because for $5 I got the stove and the fuel. I think that for the money I should have just bought the Sterno can stove. So I'll probably pick that up and do a review on that one also. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.